Hey guys, so we wanted to kind of describe some of the classes that we put on. So if you've been kind of lurking around the website, not 100% sure whether you're ready for the class or not, or what the classes involve, let's take our 201 combat pistol class. Let's start with that one. So this class is not a beginner class for handgun. This class is a beginner class for learning how to fight with it. So we're going to do a lot of dry work coming out of the holster. We're going to do a lot of dry work on trigger press, get deep into the weeds on trigger work, grip, a little bit about the stance and what, not so much the stance itself, but what creates good balance and good fundamentals in order to fire multiple shots or getting yourself in a position to make good shots, that kind of thing. We're going to go through what we need in our sights. So what does that mean? So many instructors out there are just ate up with, you must focus on the front sight, keep a clear front sight, put it in the back sight or the rear sight, and don't move it while you press the trigger. That's great. But the front sight focus thing, it's more of an instructor diagnosis than anything. So we want to know what you're seeing. So we tell you to get there, focus on the front sight, put it in the rear sight. Don't move those things while we press the trigger, because we kind of need to know sometimes what you're seeing or what you're not seeing. But the truth of the matter is, we don't always have to have crystal clear front sight. They can all be equally blurry. As a matter of fact, if you were to threat focus, which is totally against the standard firearms training that's running around in the world, threat focus, because that's where you're going to focus. There's too many statistics out there. People in actual gunfights don't see sights. We see it in our TAC house. We see it when we do force on force training. A lot of times the gun never even comes up to eye level and people are shooting, because we know you're going to focus on the threat. So we talk about that in the class, get a little deeper in the weeds, what we need in our sights. We do some drills to show you how you can make good hits without perfection and still make good combat effective hits on threats and on targets. We're going to go over moving your feet, our thought process on reloads and why we go through a specific process for the reloads, fixing malfunctions, especially the failure to extract malfunctions, where people mistakenly call it a double feed. It's not really a double feed. It's a failure to extract the casing out of the chamber. Talk about a really quick way to fix those. Commands, staying in motion, our whole combat methodology. That's where it starts in that class. So if you've been thinking about it and you have a little bit of shooting experience, that will be a class for you. And that is the first advanced class that you have to take before you can sign up for any of the other advanced classes. Because our class structure is set up to where we're vetting our students and preparing our students to move into the other classes. And with that 201 class, what we do for that is, because some people come out and it's a lot of information. Like it literally is, the saying, drinking from a fire hose. It is like that in that class. There's so much information. So we allow people to come back and take that class for half price. So 50% of the cost of the class. We have several people that have taken that class 4, 5, 6 times. Yeah. And every time they take it, their response is, man, I didn't realize that this was taught in the last class, and I don't remember this in the last class, because sometimes you're just not ready to hear everything, and you can't absorb it all at one time. So that's where we got to start. And we're going to put you in classes that are a little over your head, because that's how we're going to learn. We want it to be challenging, but we also don't want you to drown. So if we don't think that you're ready to move on to those other classes, we're going to recommend, hey, sign back up for this, take it again, and then move on. We try to do that with everybody. We're not just here to take people's money to put you in a class. You know, it's not a good day for you if you're drowning. It's not a good day for the other students in the class because you're taking all the attention because you are drowning. So we try to organize it in a manner that makes sense for you, for everybody else. Everybody's experience is really good.
All right, guys, so that's 201 Combat Pistol. If you have any other questions, give us a shout. And if you want to get signed up, check out the schedule online at www.delawaretactical.com. We'll see you there.